Hey guys, this is Blake from Blake's Sanctum, retro site for retro games. Welcome to my Let's Play Legends of Pegasus series. If this is the first video you're watching in the series, then I'll point out that some of these missions took me 5 to 10 hours to complete, so I fast forwarded through all the boring micromanaging and grinding bits. If you really want to see what I was doing in those bits, just use the YouTube speed controls to slow down the video when you need to. Let's play. Okay guys, here we go. First mission of the Zor campaign. As you can see, all the interface has changed and it's all very new and different to what we're used to in the human campaign.
I hope that you'll forgive me when you wake up for asking the Zor to save your life. When the doctors on board saw no more options, I just couldn't simply let you die. Guess, please forgive me. But I'm not going to be able to do this all on my own.
Healing cycle will continue. Waiting at location is unnecessary.
I know. I've come to have a talk.
Physical proximity
Is unnecessary for a discussion, I know. I wanted to go over the new information from the reconnaissance patrols at the jump gate.
No additional Allied ships have passed the gate. The probability of survival behind the gate is near 2%. It is calculated that the present ships represented the available forces.
I hope not. But we will probably have to assume that. So far, we haven't been followed by any enemies, so I hope that the Zor inflicted painful losses on that damned Carson. But it won't be long before one side or the other comes looking for us. We have to prepare ourselves.
The development of a defense against the virus must also be initiated.
You're right. If Drek should manage to bring you under his control yet again, I'll be standing alone with a few human ships pretty darn fast.
Alrighty.
The colonies here don't appear to have been in operation for very long.
Optimal use of resources has not been reached. Defensive capacities from position are favorable.
At least we're far enough away.
Approximation of likely attack times has been completed. Calculations will be transmitted.
Damn it! Our defenses better be operational before then.
Zor attack expected in 5 rounds. Yeah, and then it's literally like every 4 or 5 rounds after that as well. I can tell you from my test game, look at this guys, all these different modules. I can tell you from my test game, this mission is hard. The attacks are endless and they get really massive. Impulse generators, neutron weapons, it's all different looking, isn't it, to what we're used to. But we're going to need that because we need the Xeno Research Center module and building. And look at this, there's no holes. Bit different to the humans, isn't it? Look at this. To build your ships, you grab modules, and you actually make the ships out of the modules. So you grab big bits, small bits, you put them together, and bang, there's a frigate. And if you grab a couple of tiny bits and put them together, now you got a corvette. So yeah, bit different to the humans. And a hell of a lot more customizable because you can put all these different pieces together. The bigger the ship, the more customization. So it's going to get interesting. So we've got a few ships, mix of Zor and human ships, and see a few planets of ours in the distance. But yeah, God, that's weird looking, isn't it?
Protocol change imminent.
So we better get him into orbit.
Switching primary goal.
Now these Zor stations, a shipyard and a repair dock, looking very alien and different to what we're used to. Here's the planet, look at all the buildings, very different. So production unit's the old factory. Those are the research buildings. And that's the old housing kind of version of the housing. And that's the morale boosting building, all basically with different graphics and names. That's in the specials thing, I'm not quite sure what that one means yet. And of course you got your shipyard and all that, and mining stations, that's all familiar. So, oh, and like in some of those human missions, you start at a real disadvantage, like all your money will vanish and you need it, so we need to get population going, we need to reduce our spending as well. So as much as we want to build things, we need to get that industry down and get the people growing. We've got some other planets too. They're going to need our attention. Not much industry on this one, and no other red slots to put them on either, which is a little annoying. We'll definitely probably make this into a sort of a people growing one. Isn't that annoying how they're on terraforming slots? It's, yeah, I think those are the happiness buildings that are on the terraforming slots. So yeah, we'll get another factory going, because one is not going to be enough. We'll lower that though, because we can't afford it right now. We've already been there. So this is the other one. So you've got a morale building on a red square, and then you've got an industry thing on a non-red square. Lots of happiness buildings, a bit of research. Turn that off as usual. This, we're in the Epsilon sector now. This is new and we're closer to the galactic center. Okay, so the fleet is in orbit. I'll put those shielded ships in front, so don't take any hits. It's annoying how many unshielded ships we've got.
Preparing protocol change. Protocol switch.
I'm listening. Order received and understood. Changing position.
Encryption solved. Awaiting
That
command.
should do it. So we're attacking 3 rounds. 2 rounds. Round.
Hey John, could you maybe use some help?
Nathan, you've come at just the right time. I saved a spot for your ships right up in front.
Hey, when I look at your defense line, every spot is in the front.
Can't argue with that. We look terrible. So there's the enemy near the jump hole. Where's... oh, there he is. He's over there. Ooh. And now they've gone into the... oh wow, he's got a good fleet. We need this. We better get him back with our ships.
How can we assist?
Because if you try and take him out there, the enemy will split their fleet and some of them will go after your stations. They
Aye, sir.
love to go
Acknowledged,
after your
sir.
stations, which becomes a huge problem.
Get ready. The first test for our defensive line will not be an easy one, but we will fight them off.
Defend the system, no enemy ships may escape. So as you can see how they've split their fleet already. This is shows you what's to come. Now in my test game I tried to defend the planet for ages, but it just... because the enemy comes out of 2 different wormholes, so I figured it was, you know, I couldn't protect the wormholes and I had to defend the planet. But the enemy would split its fleet every time
Command confirmed.
and attack on 2 different sides of the planet. Like what's happening here is nothing compared to what happens later. They'll just keep putting ships on different sides of the bloody planets. Oh god, I hate it how it doesn't show you your stations until you activate the battle. So now of course they're going to start hitting my stations. And in my test games, you know, I would lose my stations if I, you know, because the enemy would often split their fleet, and whatever one was nowhere near my ships would sneak through the center of the planet where I couldn't target them, and then just take pot shots at my stations. It drove me nuts. So in the end, I figured out the only strategy. Come on, get over there, get over there. The only effective strategy was to block both wormholes, but the only way to do that was to split my fleets in half. Okay, get you boy. Yeah.
Acknowledged, sir.
We should be okay. I mean, the station's going to take some hits, but we should
Order
be
received
alright.
and understood.
We've almost got them all. The ships are very slow as well, which doesn't help things to get over there and do their job. But yeah, so in the end you have to split your fleets, And you need to get reinforcements to them as quickly as possible. And you'll see me designing some ships that are heavily shielded. Basically tank ships designed to take huge amounts of hits while the rest of your fleet fires the enemy, because the attacks get insane. I mean, it starts off with 4 or 5 ships, then it's 10 to 15. Next thing you know, you got 20 to 25 ships attacking you, like fleets the size that you've never seen in the human campaign, coming through every few turns, and it just gets ridiculous because, of course, you've got nothing but scraps here to defend them off. So that's why I'm pushing for industry and to get some ships out very quickly soon. And I'll show you my design plans pretty soon.
Hostiles are now attacking us.
God, see that? Yeah.
Attack on target successful.
These ships are terrible.
Luckily you came before the attack. Otherwise our losses would have been greater.
You have Drex to thank for that. Since he's keeping the Zor busy, we were able to slip through unseen. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't have made it anywhere near this far.
Sounds as if the battles aren't over yet.
Dozens of smaller skirmishes are taking place in the border systems. That should have kept Drex and the Nucleus busy for a while. But a smaller Zor fleet noticed us. To get to you in time, we had to leave behind the more damaged ships, including a majority of our crews, as we didn't have enough space on the remaining ones. Can you take care of this?
Nathan? Okay. We'll set out right away.
Find and rescue Craig's ships. Now, you don't want to waste any time on this. You just need to take off straight away. Bring some good fighting ships, because you're going to need them to fight the Zor, but don't send away the whole fleet, just in case the Zor do attack before you can get back. It is possible. It's going to be very fine timing, so we'll take some of these strong shielded ships. Grab some of these good ones here as well.
Yes, sir. Channel open, waiting
Hopefully
for
that'll
orders.
be enough, I think, to get the job done. And while the rest of the ships, we'll get them to the repair station to undo all the damage.
Yes, sir.
Fortunately, we can't repair the stations themselves at this point in time. Hurry up. At least we're making money, so that's a good sign that we can start to push industry again soon, because we're going to need it for those ships. So they're repairing. My fleet should be on its way. Yes, it is.
Zor construction completed.
And the reason I'm pushing for this mission as quickly as possible is because you need those reinforcements out there. You've got to rescue those people as quickly as possible. So I'm going to do my little frigate tank, because that's all we can build right now. We don't have destroyers yet. And for my test games, I worked out that the Civil A, medium and small, are definitely the best way to get the most slots into a ship, which was what we need to fill full of these shields. So I have 4 reactors and hopefully 4 shields, 1 engine, and hopefully 2 weapons. Just depends. I vaguely remember having some troubles in my test game with this, but we'll see how we go. Alright, we're running out of energy, but let's try. So we've got a double barrel neutron cannon. Now remember, these ships are not about firepower, they're about taking damage while the rest of the fleet does the shooting. Ah, bloody hell. I'm gonna have to get rid of one of these weapons. Oh, which one? I don't want to. God. Yeah, because the double barrel weapon is still going to be more useful, and it's going to be close range combat, so they're not going to really get much of a chance to do long range, so this can still work. So we'll call it, frigate 2, so it stands apart from our other frigates. It's going to be our tank. Looking forward to building you. God, that is a long wait. The sooner we can get our industry back up, the better. Also need more money. Anyway. How's the population going? Oh, we're almost there. We're over halfway. fleets for when we split them. And we're going to need more than that too. In the end, you want tank ships on rotation because the damage they'll take is incredible. And your starting ships just can't take it. They cannot take it.
Research
So you
complete.
need to build these tanks to take the hits. You'll see what I mean
How
soon
can we
enough. It just
assist?
gets ridiculous. Alright. Oh yes, look at those Zor ships. So that's why we brought our strongest ships here. You take them out.
Goal.
What are your orders?
Here we go.
Command confirmed.
It's weird how the Zor ship doesn't have a ring
How
around
can we
it.
assist? Aye, sir.
So see it
Protocol
boggles.
change imminent. Overriding current goal.
I mean, I'm talking about my Zor ship, by the way, the frigate at the back there.
Attack
Get that
run
quick kill
complete.
before the
Target
others arrive.
destroyed.
You little beauty.
Attack run complete. Target destroyed.
Got him.
What can we do for you, sir?
Alright, so we're gonna get we need to get our fleet back
We are ready for
because they could
orders.
attack at any moment.
We are now on our way
One
to
ship
jump
behind
out
to go
through
collect
gate
all the stragglers.
Epsilon. 0.
They're
1.
no longer in danger. So there's a few out here. Start with you lot, I reckon. Of course, you've got to bloody zoom right in, otherwise we
Calculating
can't click in the
optimal
ring.
solution for new goal.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Repair work's coming along nicely. Looks like everyone's in good nick again. It's good, they'll need to be. Now, yeah, let's get the super mega factory thingos. Alrighty.
Yes, sir.
Get on the asteroid belt.
Move protocol engaged.
Awaiting your orders.
Switching primary goal.
Yeah, yeah, look like they were all highlighted,
Move
but they are
protocol engaged.
beautiful.
Thank you, John. You've just saved
Sweet
many
as hell.
human lives.
Showing all my ships in the menu, but anyway. Well, now you can see them. I still don't think that's showing.
Channel open. Waiting for orders.
Alright, grab everyone.
Overriding
Let's
current
get back
goal.
as soon as possible. Good, my best ships are back in one turn.
Signals of a Zor base have been received. Proximity to our system is unacceptable. Destroy it.
I'll take care of it right away.
Yeah, I'm not going to rush to deal with that because I found that the attacks seem to get worse after you start attacking Zor bases.
Sir?
I'm just going to focus on defending these jump gates.
On our way, sir.
Order acknowledged. Moving out.
That's better.
Research protocol successful.
Alright. So we'll just pick our next tech and then we're going to split the fleet and try to protect both jump holes as best as possible. Use our frigate 2s to take the hits. More shields. I think I'm going to go for the ship classes. Start researching the better modules because I want the destroyer class. Because it doesn't give you a hull, it just gives you the ability to research destroyer size modules.
Establishing data links.
Time to upgrade our industry before we build the next round of frigate 2s, so I can get them quicker. It just took too long. Need to make enough money in the other colonies to support me having a powerful industry in the primary colony. Now, you need to try and split them evenly. So, you know, 2 destroyers to one gate, 2 destroyers to another, you know, 2 frigates and so forth. It's got to be even as possible. Oh, for crying out loud, I'm not ready yet! Damn you! Ah. So, yeah, that jump gate's fine, they're on their way. Did I leave anyone behind? Looks like I did. Who's that? Come here. Frigate. I left a frigate, so who's down a frigate? Let's see how many there are. Who's down an unshielded frigate, I should say. 1, 2, 3. 3 there. There's 3 there as well, but I think this one is less. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to send it here simply because this is where the attack's happening, so it makes more sense. And my frigate 2's at the bloody back, of course. The ship that's designed to be at the front. I need to seriously change some positions here. They've really caught me with my pants down. Surprise, surprise. I mean, I did predict this would happen. And this is just the beginning, guys. It's just ridiculous how many times you get attacked. And often it's why you're trying to move your ships around, which triggers that really frustrating bug. I can't target them. They're too close to the bloody wormhole. I'm going to have to lure them out. But yeah, you trigger that bug where if you give a unit an order and then a battle happens, and then the battle finishes, that unit will remember its order, because when you click on it, it still has the flight path, yet it will never do it. It'll just sit there forever until you redo the order, which is the most frustrating bug. And that happens a lot in this mission, because you just keep getting attacked. Often at the most inconvenient moments. Look at my corvettes, they're just useless. Unshielded corvettes, just... God.
Preparing protocol change.
Bloody frigate 2 in front of all this lot. Get the tank in there, and you guys, get the hell out of there.
Roger that.
Because you can't take jack.
Aye, sir.
Until then, no.
Aye, sir. Aye, sir.
Heaven forbid
Roger.
you put the ship where I want it to be.
We are
Destroyer
ready
to
for
take the hits until the
Yes, sir.
frigate 2 gets there.
Aye, sir. Carrying out your new orders.
Yes, sir. Any new instructions, sir? Order confirmed.
You're an unshielded destroyer, I need your firepower. Because odds are that's where your shield slots are being sacrificed for, a bit of extra firepower. Hopefully. He doesn't seem to be firing anything. He doesn't appear to have any long distance weapons. So my frigate 2 tank is absorbing the hits.
Yes, sir.
Much better than anyone else can. Still not firing anything, is it? Come on, destroyer. Oh, something's coming out of it now. Thank you very much.
Attack on target successful. Encryption solved. Awaiting command.
Come closer. I'll lure them a bit closer. Come on.
Destroyed our target.
That took forever. Right. Now, let's see if we can actually set up our proper traps this time at the
We are now on our way, sir.
both the jump gates.
Opening data stream.
Next time we'll be ready.
Position change confirmed.
Oh god. Right. Few more ships. I'm not quite ready yet. But at least I'm more ready than I was before. Oh, you stupid frigates, that bloody warp bug again. He's got to do his little spinning act before he finally slows down and stops taking off in different directions. Because he's got no shield, so now I'm going to have to send him back to get repaired. I'm so happy about that. Yep, okay, so the other jump hole's fine. You always got to check, because every now and then they could attack at the same time.
Target down! Yes, sir?
See. God, it's tempting to get cruisers, but no, I'm just going to research all the upgraded modules so I can build really strong destroyers for this first mission. Because you got to get, there's all these A and B ones you got to get. I wish. Nothing there. Seriously,
Yes,
when is that Corvette going to get there? Oh my god. These attacks aren't meant to happen until later. In my test game, I didn't get one anywhere near this big until later. How the hell am I supposed to stop that? My next round of frigate 2s are not ready yet, so I've only got one. And while he was built to absorb damage, he wasn't built to absorb that much, so I'm going to have to bloody send reinforcements over and pray that they get there in time before everyone's dead,
How can we assist?
or, you know, or I've lost a few ships. And then I'll need to get them back before another attack happens. Which could happen next time. You just never know with this mission. It's crazy. You feel like there's a lot of luck involved. Oh, God. This is not good. Oh my God. Look at that. His shield's already down to half strength. And I got no one to replace him with. The destroyers can't take it anywhere near as long as the frigate 2 can. Because I've only put one engine in him, it takes him half an hour to turn around as well. Oh no.
Target
Oh no, no, no. Oh god, the armor went down in a second.
Our shields won't last
Look at
any
this, the
longer.
destroyers, they're already down to half. They can't take it.
Confirmed, sir. Shields
What
are
am I
getting
going to
low.
do? I've killed one ship in this time.
Engaging safety protocol.
Oh god. I hope they got more hull strength than my frigate does. Yeah, that's not looking that
What
great.
can
We're
we
going to
do
have to
for you,
pull
sir?
back. Which means what's left? 2 shielded frigates, which are even weaker. God. Oh god, turn around. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Get out of there.
We have destroyed our target.
Good.
We are getting
Killed another
pounded
one of
by
their
enemy
ships,
fire.
but this is... I I'm losing too much strength for every kill I get. I'm not going to last the distance at this rate. Look at that. The frigate's already... Yeah, I've got no choice but send the frigate 2 back up, because the frigate's 1 there's already being trashed. And after this, we're down to unshielded ships, which won't last jack all time.
Command accepted.
Oh, God. Oh, good. 2 kills. Man, did I need that. So that means the frigate 2 can last a little bit longer this time.
Shields are operating at suboptimal levels. Protocol change imminent. Command accepted.
The hell are my reinforcements? Okay. Not that far away. There is hope here. I might be able to do this without taking any casualties, because it's critical. I don't want to lose a single ship. I'm going to take a lot of damage, that's unavoidable.
Registering channel. Standing by.
Damage can be repaired.
Primary goal.
Oh god. Yeah, pull back.
Calculating optimal solution for new goal.
Target destroyed.
Warning. Damage on critical systems is severe.
Right.
Switching primary goal.
Oh, the frigate.
We are ready for action. Aye, sir. Carrying out
If they
your
got no
new
shields,
orders.
they might have given them a hull upgrade, but no. Oh god, that's what I should have done. I should have put a hull upgrade in that empty slot
Target
on my
destroyed.
frigate too, because it doesn't take any power. God, sorry guys, I made a mistake there. I could have made my frigate 2s like able to take a lot of armor hits, so that was a silly mistake, Daniel. No, too late now.
Shield integrity is falling. What can we do for you, sir?
God,
Order
look
received
at
and
this.
understood.
Order received
At least my
and understood.
destroyers now have a little bit of
Order
shields, and
received and
hopefully they'll be able to hold out now that there's not that many enemies left until the reinforcements arrive.
Kill confirmed, sir.
We're here, sir. Yes, sir. Carrying out the order now.
Good. Close to killing that other one too. Come on, get it done. Now the destroyers, their shields are almost back to full, so they should be able to handle the attacks of the remaining ones. Oh look, my reinforcements have finally arrived.
Any
Better
new
late than
instructions,
never,
sir?
eh?
Yes, sir. Confirmed. Yes, sir.
And of course it had to be the unshielded destroyer that doesn't seem to have any long range weapons.
Shield systems are
Naturally,
getting-
that's the first
shields
one
are
to
getting low.
arrive. Here comes my frigate too. I'm going to have to pull that destroyer
What
back.
can we do for you, sir? Awaiting your orders.
Yeah, I'll
Yes,
bring you
sir.
forward, you go back.
Order received and understood.
Oh boy.
Preparing protocol change. Overriding.
Hallelujah. I did it without a single casualty. But now I've got to get all these ships repaired before the next attack. And I need more frigate 2s. Let's go. More frigate 2s. That's better. 2 turns a frigate. Now that we've got some industry, we can get them reinforcements quicker. Build up a network of frigate 2s to take the impacts
How can we assist?
before the next horrible attack.
Awaiting command.
I'm gonna fix all this up now.
Construction of a Zor installation is complete. Establishing data links. Command accepted. Position change in progress. Override.
Oh boy. Here we go again. At least this time I've got 2 frigate 2s finally, and I can take the hits. Time for another round of frigate 2s to really reinforce the defences.